Hello, my dears, and welcome to something a little different for this channel. Some of you may know I've been getting into the tabletop RPGing quite a lot recently, and I was absolutely astounded to see recently that two of my favorite video game RPGs derived from that very hobby have been re-released on the PS4. So we're gonna have a go at Planescape Torment. It's an old game now. It's an old D&D adaptation set in one of the best settings the D&D Forgotten Realms have to offer. The story to this game is one of the best out there. It's absolutely wonderful. On this disc you also have Icewind Dale, which is kind of the lesser of the D&D games from BioWare as it was. It's alright, there's nothing wrong with it, it's quite fun. It's just not as good as Baldur's Gate or Planescape Torment. We're going to do Planescape Torment first. It's been a long time since I played this, by the way, so you're gonna have to forgive me. I'm gonna have to get used to it again. You are the Nameless One, a hulking figure covered in scars and tattoos collected over the course of countless lives, none of which you can remember, but are now coming back to haunt you. You awaken in a mortuary, surrounded by the dead, and embark on an adventure from the dirty streets of Sigil into the depths of hell itself. Soon you will discover that some destinies cannot be escaped, and some memories are greater burdens than even an immortal can bear. Okay, here we are. Oh, this is so cool. New life. New life indeed, my dears. Because that's what it's all about, this game. It's so weird. Like I said, it's old, so the FMV probably won't be very good, and graphically it's not impressive at all. It doesn't need to be. The game is astounding. Oh dear. Well, that's one way to begin a game, I suppose. On a mortician's slab. Interesting. Bearing in mind that at the time of production, this was very impressive. There. Esoteric. Oh yes, telling its age a little there. Just a little bit. It doesn't matter. Oh, well. Yeah. The whole shtick with this game, you wake up having died, yeah? And you can't actually die. Every time you die, you wake up back in the mortuary. Odd premise for a game, yeah? But no, the whole point is that you're trying to figure out why, like who you are, what kind of person you were, and that changes depending on lots of factors. Now, we're going to go for a reasonably high wisdom. Dex, no. We'll go for a high charisma, fairly high constitution, high intelligence. I like a good old bit of intelligence. Strength doesn't concern me that much. We will go for a bit more charisma in this game. This game, it's less combat oriented than most D&D games. It's actually much more about communication and discovery, this one. It's really interesting. Okay, that's the kind of character I kind of like to make in a D&D game. He's got fairly low strength, very low dex, but very high intelligence and charisma and wisdom. That's the kind of character I like. So, let's go. as you can see, it's based on the Baldur's Gate engine. This is the enhanced edition. It looks really good, actually. Oh, hello.
Hey, Chief. You okay? You playing corpse or putting the blinds on the dusties? I thought you were a deader for sure.
Who am I? How about you? Who are you? Mort. Yeah, Mort is a Mimir. Mimirs are these... they're these odd sort of animated skulls, and you can see them all over Sigil, all over the city of Sigil. They act as like tour guides, basically. Whenever newcomers come to Sigil, and newcomers come to Sigil a lot, it is a kind of nexus of realities. They approach newcomers and they ask them what they like, or where they'd like to go, or what they'd like to see, and they can give you like a running history of the city. I don't know, I can't remember. You can't remember your name? Yeah. Well, next time you spend a night in this burg, go easy on the bub. Name's Mort. I'm trapped here too. Oh. Trapped? Yeah, since you haven't had time to get your legs yet, here's the chant. I've tried all the doors, and this room is locked tighter than a chastity belt. Alright. We're locked in... where? What is this place? Yeah, we have no memory. It's called the Mortuary. It's a big black structure with all the architectural charm of a pregnant spider. The Mortuary... Am I dead? Not from where I'm standing. Not that Mort is standing at all. You got scars aplenty, though. Looks like some Burke painted you with a knife. All the more reason to give this place the laugh before whoever carved you up comes back to finish the job. Scars? How bad are they? Well, the carvings on your chest aren't too bad, but the ones on your back... Mort pauses. Say, it looks like you got a whole tattoo gallery on your back, Chief. Spells out something. Tattoos on my back? What do they say? Looks like you come with directions. Mort clears his throat. Let's see. It starts with... I know you feel like you've been drinking a few kegs of Styx wash, but you need to center yourself. Among your possessions is a journal that'll shed some light on the dark of the matter. Farod can fill you in on the rest of the chant if he's not in the dead book already. Farod? Does it say anything else? Yeah, there's a bit more, Mort pauses. Let's see, it goes on. Don't lose the journal, or we'll be up the sticks again. And whatever you do, do not tell anyone who you are or what happens to you, or they'll put you on a quick pilgrimage to the crematorium. Do what I tell you. Read the journal, then find Farod. No wonder my back hurts. There's a damn novel written there. As for that journal I'm supposed to have with me, was there one with me while I was lying here? No, you were stripped to the skins when you arrived here. Besides, looks like you've got enough of a journal penned on your body. What about Farod? Do you know him? Nobody I know, but then again, I don't know many people. Still, some Burke's got to know where to find Farod. Once we get out of here, that is. How do we get out of here? That's a point, isn't it? Well, all the doors are locked, so we'll need a key. Chances are one of the walking corpses in the room has it. Walking corpses? Yeah, the mortuary keepers use dead bodies as cheap labour. The corpses are dumb as stones, but they're harmless and won't attack you unless you attack first. So I should attack one of these corpses and loot it for a key. By the way, you can play this game however you want. It's actually really quite clever. The morality system in this one is more complex than in most RPGs. You can play this game as a down and dirty bastard if you want to, and it makes the game different. It's not harder, actually, like it is in a lot of RPGs, it's just different. We're not going to play it like that, though. Is there some other way? I don't want to kill them just for a key. What, you think it's going to hurt their feelings? They're dead. But if you want a bright side to this, if you kill them, at least they'll have a rest before their keepers raise them up to work again. Well, alright. I'll take one of them down to get the key. Note, search the shelves in the room for a weapon to attack the zombies with. When you find one, press R2 and select inventory. Arm yourself by highlighting the weapon, pressing cross button, blah 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 blah. Alright, I'll look for one. Okay, alright, thanks for the advice. Brilliant! Oh, wow! This is the new system, is it? Oh, so cool! Looks like someone is in the middle of dissecting this corpse. Nice. These barrels contain a murky liquid. It smells like a cross between vinegar and formaldehyde. Oh my god, this is so cool! I can't believe they've updated it like this.
All right.
So what have we got? Bandages. I'll have those. Thank you. Those will help me to heal. What's this? This device looks like some sort of sewing machine. Arms with hooks, tubes, and metal thread hang from it. These barrels contain murky liquid. Lovely. This door is locked. You will need a key. Locked. What have we got? Oh, hello. Scalpel. I'll have that. Oh, do I have to? Alright, I'll take it. Oh, but what? What does Mort want to say? He wants to chat to us. Alright, you found the scalpel. Now go get those corpses, and don't worry, I'll stay back and provide valuable tactical advice. Maybe you could help me, Mort. I will be helping you. Good advice is hard to come by. I meant help in attacking the corpse. Me? I'm a romantic, not a soldier. I just get in the way. When I attack this corpse, you better be right there with me, or you'll be the next thing that I plunge this scalpel in. Oh, alright then. Let's go. Alright, fine.
What's up?
Right, okay. Let's have a look then. So what have we got? We've got our journal, dialogue, our inventory is what we want. Inventory, let's have a look. So, inventory. Okay. So this is Mort. How do we switch? Nameless one. Here we are. So, weapons.
Can't let that go.
Okay. Ammo. Alright, okay, so let's see, how do we do this? Ah ha 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 ha. God, this is old fashioned. This is old school. It's been such a long time since I played a game like this. Okay, so let's move this along. Quick items. There we are. That's going to be very helpful. Let's have a look at Mort. He's got his teeth and a bite. That's about it. Oh, this is so cool! It's been a long time since I played a game like this, and I'm very excited, ladies and gents. Oh, I could play as Mort too. I'm not going to at the minute.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Okay.
Done.
What have we got here? Anything? No. I'm going to check everything first. If I don't have to kill the corpses, then I'm not going to. Zombie worker. Hello. The shambling corpse looks like it has been dead for several years. The skin along its forehead is peeled back, revealing its chalk white skull. Someone has chiseled the number 569 into the exposed bone. Examine the corpse. This corpse doesn't appear to be carrying a key, and it doesn't look like it would be able to use one if it did. Its fingers are broken, as if someone smashed them with a hammer. You do happen to notice that its left shoulder is heavily bandaged. The bandages might be usable if the corpse was disposed of first. Okay, fine. Looks like the other corpses in this room. This one is covered in blood and completely gutted. Mmm, delicious. What the? Hang on, what's that? Can you see that? There's something in the floor there. The symbol of rails is running through the whole room. It looks like the slabs in the room can be moved around on these rails. That's cool. Yeah. Oh, I can zoom in and out as well. That's very cool. Anything? No. Alright then. Let's chat to the zombie worker. This corpse's head lolls back and forth on its shoulders. Judging from the angle of the neck, it looks like this man may have been hanged. The number 825 has been painted on the side of its head. Examine the corpse, yeah. This corpse is carrying nothing, but you happen to notice its hands are heavily bandaged. The bandages might be usable. Chief, they can't hear you, alright? They're dead. But you're dead and you're talking to me. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm special. Death couldn't kill my zest for life. These corpses here, Mort rolls his eyes. They probably didn't have much personality to begin with. I see. Look, Chief, watching you trying to swap the chant with these corpses isn't doing much for my morale. Let's leave the corpse talk for the barmies, alright? Alright, let's go. Fine. Sorry, guys. What about you? Examine the corpse, yeah. This corpse looks like the one with the key. It is holding it tightly in its left hand. Its thumb and forefinger locked around it in a death grip. It looks like you will need to hack the corpse's hand off to free the key. Ah.
Damn.
Oh, do we have to? I don't want to harm it if I don't have to. Yeah, this is how combat in D&D works. Look at the stuff to the side there. That's all the attack rolls that the game makes for us. Yeah? It's quite complex. Okay, so we want this corpse. Ah, I feel bad about that. There's the key. Didn't necessarily want to do that. This corpse looks like someone turned it inside out. A machine at the head of the table has peeled the skin off the forehead to give direct access to the skull. The door is locked. You will need a key, so I can't unlock that door yet. Oh, he heals as he walks. That's cool. I forgot about that. Right, okay. Oh, God, I'm enjoying this. Okay, not that door either. This one, then. There we go. Hey, up. Hey, Mort. Get over here. Okay. Psst, some advice, Chief. I'd keep it quiet from here on. No need to put any more corpses in the dead book than necessary. Especially the Fems. Plus, killing them might draw the caretakers here. I don't think you mentioned it before. Who are the caretakers? They call themselves the Dustmen. You can't miss them. Oh, the Dustmen. I know what they are. Anyone who's read a little bit of D&D knows who they are. They have an obsession with black and rigor mortis of the face. They're an addled bunch of ghoulish death worshippers. They believe everybody should die. Sooner, better than later. I'm confused. Why do these Dustmen care if I escape? Weren't you listening? I said the Dusties believe everybody's got to die. Sooner better than later. You think the corpses you've seen are happier in the dead book than out of it? Yeah. Yeah, death visits the plains every day, Chief. These shamblers are all that's left of the poor sods who sold their bodies to the caretakers after death. Yeah. Alright, I'll try to remember that. Look, Chief, it's obvious you're still a little addled after your kiss with death, so I got 2 bits of advice for you. One, if you got questions, ask me, alright? Note, to speak to a party member, press L2 and select Talk, then select the party member you wish to speak to. Alright, if you have any questions, I'll ask you. Second, if you're half as forgetful as you seem to be, start writing stuff down. Whenever you come across something that might be important, jot it down so you don't forget. If I had that journal I was supposed to have with me, I'd do that. Start a new one then, Chief. No loss. There's plenty of parchment and ink around here to last you. Alright, couldn't hurt. I'll make a new one then. Yes, we can actually access... Yeah, we can actually access a journal now, and we can actually write in it. This is a sort of old-fashioned pen and paper RPG. Bloodstains, rust, and other remains cover the surface of this metal slab. It is much larger than most of the other slabs, and is sitting on a platform that allows it to be rotated. Shambling corpse gazes at you with vacant eyes. The skin is paper thin, almost wispy. It's like someone draped a sheet of cobwebs across her frame. The number 594 has been scratched into her forehead with a charcoal stencil. Nice. You can chat up the corpse. Leave the corpse in peace. Mort, psst, you see the way she was looking at me, huh? You see that? The way she was following the curve of my occipital bone. What are you talking about? You mean that blank-eyed beyond-the-grave stare? What? Are you blind? She was scouting me out. It was shameless the way she wanted me. Wanted you to go away, maybe. She was obviously too distracted by me to pay attention to some stupid bobbing head with a big mouth. I think you're imagining things. She's a zombie, a corpse, a dead person. You probably didn't even register to her senses. Yeah, whatever. When you've been dead as long as I have, you know the signals. They may be too subtle for you to pick up on, but that's why I'll be spending my nights with some luscious recently dead chit while you're standing around going, huh? What's going on? Where's my memories? Whatever, Mort. Let's go. I like Mort. He's quite fun. Bloodstains, rust, and other remains cover the surface of this metal slab. It is much larger than most of the other slabs and is sitting on a platform that allows it to be rotated. Big area, this one, by the way. Big area. Zombie worker. There's no point in talking to all the zombies, not really. What have we got? Anything? Nah. I mean, you can be a complete bastard and kill them all to get the bandages. Hello? Receiving room logbook. That looks interesting, does it not? Let's examine that. Receiving room logbook. This huge logbook lists mortuary procedures in a tight, crabbed script. All shells entering the mortuary are to be delivered to the receiving room and logged with the scribe on duty before being embalmed or cremated. The records are to be checked to determine if the shell is one of the contracted, and if so, do not prepare the shell. Move the shell to one of the preparation rooms, contact the scribe on duty and notify him that a contracted shell is to be raised. Be certain that a shell is thoroughly stripped of its possessions before being sent to the preparation room. The contracted workers are intended for simple manual labour and do not have the capacity to search and strip a shell. The faction is not responsible for any possessions lost or items stolen by collectors who have brought the shells to the mortuary. The shells' possessions are to be stored in the receiving room until an initiate can be sent to claim them. Please catalogue all possessions in the logbook. Following this list is thousands of entries of bodies that have been sent to the receiving room. As you flip through the rest of the books, however, you notice the last page has been cut out. That's the page we would have been on, by the way. Oh, hello, there's stuff in there. Fist irons, oh, they might be good. And, oh, yes, got some coinage there. That's good.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, slipped to Morty there. Okay, so... Nope, we don't want that. We want the inventory. God, the way they've updated the interface is amazing. Let's put those on there. Cool. Okay, got another weapon now. Zombie. Zombie! Lots of zombies. By the way, this is going to be quite slow going. There's going to be lots of reading, lots of character interaction, because that's the way this game works. It's a kind of old-fashioned RPG in that regard. I love it, though. I've got to say, I like this kind of game. These barrels contain a murky liquid, blah, 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 blah. Ooh, who have we got here? This body is completely covered by a rough, dark cloth. Alright. Anything? Nope. Okay, let's talk to Dahl, shall we? Dahl, this scribe looks very old. His skin is wrinkled and has a slight trace of yellow, like old parchment. Charcoal grey eyes lie within an angular face, and a large white beard flows down the front of his robes like a waterfall. His breathing is ragged and irregular, but even his occasional coughing does not slow the scratching of his quill pen. Greetings! The scribe stops scratching in the books before him, then looks up. His eyes are like two nails driven into his skull. So, he sounds tired, as if he has repeated the same thing many times before. You have awoken from your sleep and returned to your dream. He continues more respectfully. Well met again, Restless One. Restless One, do you know me? Know you, There is a trace of bitterness in the scribe's voice as he speaks. I have never known you, Restless One. No more than you have known yourself. He is silent for a moment. For you have forgotten, have you not? Who are you? As always, the question, and the wrong question. As always. He bows slightly, but the movement suddenly sends him into a bout of coughing. He pauses for a moment, catches his breath. I am Dahl. I don't have time for this farewell. Perhaps you can answer some questions for me, Dahl.
Updated my journal.
Good! Very well. What did you wish to know? You're in the mortuary, Restless One. Again you have come. Before he can finish, Dahl breaks into a fit of coughing. After a moment he calms himself, and his breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. This is the waiting room for those about to depart the shadow of this life. Tell me about the mortuary. This is where the dead are brought to be interred or cremated. It is our responsibility as dustmen to care for the dead. Those who have left this shadow of life and walk the path to true death. Dahl's voice drops in concern. Your wounds must have exacted a heavy toll if you do not recognize this place. It is almost your home. Shadow of life? Yes, a shadow. You see, Restless One, this life, it is not real. Your life, my life, they are shadows, flickering of what life once was. This life is where we end up after we die, and here we remain, trapped, caged, until we can achieve true death. True death? True death is non-existence, a state devoid of reason, of sensation, of passion. Dahl coughs, then gives a ragged breath. A state of purity. Sounds like Oblivion. Why would anyone want that? Yeah. Well, the Nameless One knows why anyone would want that. Yeah. This is where the dead... Yeah, we've had that. Okay. Dustman Sigil, yes. We Dustmen are a faction, a gathering of those of us that recognize the illusion of this life. We await the next life and help others in their journey. Okay. I had other questions for you. What is this place? Can you tell me how to get out of here? Are you not well? Yeah. I am close now to the true death, restless one. It will not be long before I pass beyond the eternal boundary and find the peace I have been seeking. I tire of this mortal sphere. Dahl gives a ragged sigh. The plains hold no more wonders for one such as I. Yeah, what's the eternal boundary? The boundary between the shadow of this life and the true death. Okay. Okay. Do you know who I am?
My journal.
I know scant little of you, restless one. I think he's lying. I know little more of those that have journeyed with you and who now lie in our keeping. Dahl sighs. I ask that you no longer ask others to join with you, restless one. Where you walk, so walks misery. Oh, is that true? Bloody hell. You just wait. Just wait. Let your burden be your own.
Updated my journal.
Do you not know the woman's corpse interred in the memorial hall below? I had thought that she had travelled with you in the past. Dahl looks like he's about to start coughing again, then catches his breath. Am I mistaken? Where is her body? The Northwest Memorial Hall on the floor below us. Check the biers there. Her name should be on one of the memorial plaques. Mayhap that will revive your memory. I don't know. I don't recall travelling with a woman. Dahl makes no response to this. He simply stares at you in silence. Doubtless there are, but I know not their names, nor where they lie. One such as you has left a path many have walked, and a few have survived. Dahl gestures around you. All dead come here. Some must have travelled with you once. Yeah, that's yeah. Can you tell me how to get out of here? The front gate is the most obvious exit, but they will not let anyone other than Dustman pass. Dahl breaks into a ragged cough, then continues. One of the guides by the front gate has a key to it, but it is unlikely he will open it for you unless you are extremely persuasive. Okay, farewell, Dahl. Thank you, man. I like Dahl quite a lot. He's a very interesting character. The Dustmen as a faction are really interesting, actually. What's going on? This gate looks sealed shut. There is no lock or other means to open it. What's the book, Dahl? Yeah, what's the book about? This book is huge. It must contain thousands of names. Cool. Okay. What else can we do? I love this updated interface. Love it to bits. It's really, really well done. Okay, let's go exploring. That's the way out, I believe. More zombie workers. Lots and lots of zombie workers. I mean, if you're, as I say, if you're a complete bastard, you can go around killing them all. I wouldn't, myself. I don't think it's very nice. Can we get out this way? Just double checking. Don't think so. No, they're just alcoves. Okay. Even the music has a sort of old-fashioned quality about it. It's been such a long time since I played anything. Oh, interesting. Oh, bandages. Yes, I'll steal those. Thank you. Anything else? I also remember this game being very, very difficult. Very difficult. Slow burning. It takes a while to sort of get going, but when it does, it's amazing. The bandages covering this body are soaked with blood. Even though this corpse looks several days old, blood still trickles from its wounds. Ugh. Not nice. Not nice. It's all flavour. Everything in this game is sort of atmosphere and flavour, and I love that. And it's very pen and paper, you know. It's designed to be... You have to use your imagination because the graphics obviously are very old school. I mean, a calculator could run this these days. But the way they've updated it is friggin' brilliant, I've got to say. Hello? Who's this? You see a slight young woman with pale features. The sunken flesh around her cheeks and neck makes her appear as if she is starving. She seems intent on dissecting the corpse in front of her, prodding the chest with a finger. That's nice. Greetings! The woman does not respond. She seems too intent on the body in front of her. As you watch her work, you suddenly notice her hands. Her fingers are talons. They are darting in and out of the corpse's chest cavity like knives, removing organs. What's wrong with your hands? The woman makes no response. No, I'm not going to tap her. I'm going to leave her alone. She seems busy. There we go. Okay. What's going on down here then? Oh yeah, okay. I remember this area being absolutely huge when I first played it. And we've got to get used to it because we'll be waking up here a lot. Believe me. You don't die in this game. You never die. You just come back here. And believe me, so it seems like you can't lose. But you can, believe me. Not being able to die. Someone has inserted a tube into this corpse's leg. The tube is attached to a strange clicking machine next to the slab. Oh, hello. Jar of embalming fluid. Oh, I'll have that. Why not? It is a pen and paper RPG after all, so we're going to be nicking everything we can. Dried blood covers the slab surface. Ugh. Nice. What have we got here? Oh, yeah, more embalming fluid. I'll have that. I do believe that's a healing item. So I'll contain... The container is locked. And I don't have the means of opening it right now. Interesting. Yeah, my character's not going to be very thievish. So unfortunately, he's not going to be able to open things very easily. Okay, here we are on the 3rd floor. Something tells me I'm not supposed to be here just yet. But let's have a look. What have we got? Ah! Oh, nothing. Anything? Oh, that's charcoal charm. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Inventory. Charcoal charms, they protect us against heat. That's quite cool. This skeleton, number 748, according to the number chiseled above its brow, is odd only in that some of its teeth appear to be false ones made of reddish-brown stone. They're clearly not valuable, however, as its caretakers would have otherwise removed them. I have to ask, why the smock? I mean, it's not like you have anything to be modest about. Examine the skeleton carefully. Someone has taken care to bind the bones of this skeleton with leather straps, woven around the body in such a pattern that they resemble muscles and tendons. The straps are secured to metal bolts punched into the skeleton's joints. The skeleton looks like it has seen a great deal of service. Many of its bones are chipped and its numerous fractures are bound with sealant and foul-smelling glues. No, I'm not going to try out the skeleton's joint bolts. Leave the skeleton alone. Oh, Mort. I wonder if this Greybeard would mind if I borrowed his body. Greybeard? Greybeard, you know, geezer, old fella, yellow dog, old. Well, I don't think he's in any position to object. Why take his body? Someone tells me you'd be twice as annoying if you had arms. Let's go. Oh, you're a sack full of laughs. Mort glares at you. Besides, you're one to talk, Burke. Mirrors beg for mercy when you're around. Let's go. Yeah, Mort will continually harangue us. The Dustman, no, I'm not lost. I have some questions. If you're not lost, what is your business here? I awoke on one of the slabs in your preparation room. Do you speak in jest? Perhaps you would like to share it with the guards. The Dustman takes a step back. He looks like he's about to summon the guards. Oh, dear. Yeah, snap his neck before you are not fast enough, and the Dustman dodges as you lunge for him. Taking a step back, he claps his hands together sharply 3 times. In response, a great iron bell starts tolling throughout the mortuary. Alright then! Oh, this is... don't worry, by the way, ladies and gents. This is how it happens, alright? And the thing is, when we die, things will switch, so we'll be alright. It's so weird the way this game works. Anything to pick up on this guy? No? Alright then. Fight! Ah! There we go. Anything to pick up?
Gone.
Ooh. Wooden club. Well, we'll take it. Why not? Hey up. What have we got here? Zombie worker! Gotta be quite careful. I mean, we're alright at the moment. God, this guy's tough. There we go. Ah, another Dustman.
All right.
I mean, to be fair, they shouldn't care too much, should they?
I wonder what it was I said that made death reject me.
Yeah, I wonder too, man. Okay. Right, we should be able to do a bit more stuff now. We've got some Dustman robes, which we can wear. We are a little naked. We've got a jagged knife, a dirty rat charm. This cranium rat tail charm is... cranium rats are monsters from D&D. They're rats with big swollen brains. They're quite intelligent. It's particularly filthy and smells faintly of vomit. The tail is stiff like a wire, and it can be bent into different shapes. It would almost make a great lockpick, except it is too thick. When this rank charm is consumed, the user temporarily becomes much stealthier and shiftier, giving them a greater chance of success with hiding in shadows and picking pockets. People viewing the charmed individual will detect something unsavory about him, however, reducing first impressions accordingly. This unsavoriness will last only as long as the charm is in effect. That's pretty good. I mean, we're not a thief, we're not anything yet. So I'm going to leave that there. We'll put a knife down here, because we could definitely use that. Jagged knife. Oh, why did our robes come off? Oh, there we go. And jar of embalming fluid. This is a sealed jar of embalming fluid. It is used as a preservative for dead bodies. So it's basically, as an added benefit, the smell of the fluid is more than sufficient to mask the smell of any rotting bodies it is used on. Effects are temporary. It's pretty good, though. Let's put that over here. Excellent. Okay. Right, let's save it, ladies and gents. How do we do this? Yes, here. Overwrite. There we go. Done. Okie dokes, my dears. We've made a fairly decent start there. I'm gonna nick some stuff. I'm gonna nick lots of stuff. I think we've made a fairly decent start there. When we come back, we will continue having a wander around and see what we can find out about the Nameless One. Until then, my dears, bye-bye!